Hey everybody, is going to give a review on that 80-gallon Geospring water heater from GE. Bradford White ended up taking over their service as far as servicing these things. It's something that GE no longer wants to service or deal with anymore. My particular scenario, I basically got a lemon. There's been lots of other people that have had issues with those things. I know I'm sure there's some that probably are just fine. Me personally, from what I've read and seen, though, I would advise kind of stay away from those. Bradford White helped me in my scenario, though, and made everything right. I had the unit basically serviced twice in less than a year. One time they changed electronic TXV in there. The next time it was the compressor, and these were only within months apart as far as having the issues. And the next time, basically, it was just a large freon leak that we were able to determine was going on with the system that wraps around the heater itself. So they ended up making it right, though, and actually completely replaced the unit with a brand new one of Bradford White's direct replacement. It wasn't a GE, to get back. And of course, at that stage in time, I didn't want a GE after experiencing that. So keep in mind, people, when you contact these people, don't give them grief. Most of the time, they're actually having bad days. I know how that goes as far as dealing with it on a day-to-day basis. I do lots of maintenance and service work myself, and for people constantly hearing the complaints and dealing with it on a regular basis, typically, if you give bad feedback to them and are constantly giving the bad energy, you're going to get it back. Just be polite, work with them, they'll work with you, be patient. I know my scenario was there. It's like I could still make hot water. And that's one of the reasons why it takes a little bit longer for them to locate people to service it and come out and check out your system. I wasn't without hot water at that time. It just wasn't in the most efficient manner because mine was always just the heat pump part that didn't work on it. I actually was able to still retain and keep the old hot water heater. They allowed me to keep that to where they didn't have to ship that back and all too. So technically, they gave me a brand new system, allowed me to keep the old one, which still does work in the electric heat mode only. So with all being said, I can't really complain. They still stood behind the product. Yes, it's frustrating, but like I said, keep in mind, people, treat those people how you want to be treated. If you're having issues, it's not like they purposely designed these things to break. Remember, Bradford White didn't make them for one, and none of those people, are hoping that you're having a bad day or can't get your service to fix. I mean, that's what they're there for. So just try to be courteous, be calm, work with them. They'll take care of you, and in the end, I can say I'm a happy customer since I installed that Bradford White one. Now I've had no issues whatsoever. I have a large two-car garage with a tool shop off to the side there. I mean, it's a little workshop area. You might say like a closet, and it's in there, and it air conditions that area and the rest of the garage while it's running. And it'll drop that whole area a good 3 degrees sometimes and lower the humidity. So you do have that definite benefactor of being able to have more air conditioning and less humidity. I hope this review helps you and that you can make a better decision if you want to go with one of those or what you should do in your situation. Have a good one.